Hey, Kathy. Over here so I can see. How are you doing this afternoon? Did you get your hair done? Well, I am doing this 3-piece riser, and I'm using this paper, and I have some gold to put around the edges. I have something I might try. It says Glitter Brilliance, sparkle and shimmery finish. So I don't know. I have never tried it. So I don't know if I'm going to try it today. Maybe I'll try it like on the gold around the edges. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, geez. You'll get there. You'll get there. I love this paper. And I kept wanting to find something I could use it on, like to put in the kitchen. And I found this the other day at the thrift shop. It kind of needed glued back together. But otherwise, it looks like it was never even used. So, I was happy to get it. Alright, well, I will be home. I'm not going anywhere today. I'm going to finish getting ready for our auction tomorrow and get some things written down. Yeah, so I have it in front of me and remember. I think it might be time for a new Lazy Susan. I'm looking at it and it's just, there is glue all over this thing. Even if I painted it, it's still, yeah, maybe time for a new one. All right, I'm going to give it one more minute and then I'll get started. Yeah, I mean, there's so much glue. To see what I can do with it. I mean, they're great. I love it. Yeah, when I use it all the time. But I just kind of feel like maybe it's time. I don't know how people keep theirs looking so nice. I don't know. I am not able to do that. Which is why I have a paper towel on here, just to kind of hide it a little bit. So, alright, I am going to get started. My name is Lisa. I am the Junk Wench. Reba Rose asked me to come on once a week and do a craft using her papers. So I am here every Friday in Reba's sharing group, 3 o'clock Eastern time. And I try to do different things, and if there's a paper you want to see used or if there's something you want to see done, let me know. I'm always looking for ideas. Today we're going to do this. It's just one of those 3-tier stands. This is one of the papers from Reba's collection. It's great to use as a background as well. I'm using it all 3 tops. My kitchen is French country. I thought this would be pretty in there. but it's great to use as a background for something too. So, even though my wood is light, I am still going to put one coat of, oh, I forgot to get my white paint out, guys. Oh my goodness. All right, well, that'll work. I don't see a white. But that's okay, this will work. I'm still going to put one coat on, just so, you know, I have a nice flat coat to work with. I have gold that I'm going to do the edges with. I'm going to use this green around the bottom. It's called Aviary. It's DIY paint. And I think it's going to match pretty good with my leaves. So that's kind of my plan here. I have something else I might try. We'll see how it goes. But I want to get my first coat of paint on here. And then I do want to get the green on so that can dry while I'm decoupaging. So, and I know, you know, if the wood's light, you don't necessarily have to put a coat of paint on. I always do because I like to know that I've got something to adhere to other than just the wood. So that's what I do. That's my logic. So, we have one puppy left. Just one. We found homes. My nephew was getting one of the puppies. His boys were so excited. Hi, Alexandra. How are you? We are just getting started. And I guess I should have mentioned, yeah, we are live. If you have any questions, post them. If I don't catch it or I don't see it, I will catch it in the replay because I go back to see if there are any questions or anything. If you catch the replay, please hashtag replay, guys. One, it lets me know you watched it, gives me a chance to say thank you. Two, it also lets me know if there are any questions, you know, or any comments or ideas shared. So that's nice, you know, to see that stuff. So if you would just, you know, hashtag replay, that would be awesome. So, but my nephew was supposed to get one of our puppies, and his little boys were so excited. Their lease office, they're living with my sister right now to help pay off some school loans. Because, you know, college loans are ridiculous today. Kids can't get a college education, get a house, get married, and have children. You know, it's so expensive. Well, because my sister has a dog and a pig, the lease office said, no, we have a 2-dog limit, and your pig counts as a dog. So they couldn't get him, and we were lucky enough somebody else wanted another male. So we have a home. I have one female I need to find a home for, and that's it, which is awesome. The lady who owns the mother dog has found almost all the homes. Because mine, although I had found some, for whatever reason, they did not pan out. So, but I am excited that we have, you know, all but one. And I'm bringing the little girl puppy that's still looking for a home up here on the 12th. So I guess it's next Friday or next Saturday or Sunday. So I will have her here until we find her a home. start working with her and training her, you know. So that'll be fun. I'm excited to see Ruger with the puppy. I think he's going to be really good. And I think when it comes time, you know, like to train her, I think he's going to be right in there showing her what to do. So we'll see. Yeah, this green's going to be really good for this. I'm going to paint, and boy, is that going to be a pain, but I do want to paint this bottom one because you see that. So I am going to get down in there. Oh, got a little paint on there. And get that painted. So now I know what I'm doing tomorrow. And Kathy knows what she's doing tomorrow because we're doing our first auction together. But what is anybody else doing tomorrow or Sunday? Anybody? Big plans? You have something you're doing, Alexandra? Now, I'm from Pennsylvania. Where are you from, Alexandra? I'm here in Pennsylvania. Kathy is in New Orleans, so she's in Louisiana. But, yeah, where are you at? We're having good weather here today. It's beautiful out. We did our walk about 2 hours ago, got that done, and it was perfect. Warm enough that you didn't need a coat, but not hot enough that I came home all sweaty. If I had been a smart cookie, I would have planned. I had to glue these all back on. They were loose. I could have done all this and then glued it back together. It would have made maybe doing underneath here a little easier, but no big deal. The screen's going on really nice, and it's going to look pretty with that paper. And then the little bit of gold around the edges, I think will look nice. Yeah, you gotta love when you go, you know, to a thrift store or Goodwill and you get brand new pieces, you know. Not that I needed to go get anything, as you can see, I'm pretty full here. But I think sometimes we just need to go out and do something, you know. It's about getting out of the house or finding, I keep trying to find different things to do. I don't want to do the same thing every time I come on. I want to try and have different projects and different ways that we can use, you know, Reba's papers. It's like painting the rails on a chair. It's always a little bit of the paint. Sometimes I use a sock. Like if you're going to do a chair and you have all those spindles, sometimes it's easier to use a sock. Like put a plastic baggie, you know, over your hand and then put your hand in the sock and use that to put the paint around. Because trying to get it with a brush sometimes is really hard. You know, you're trying to do these circles and get in the right spots. So if you ever go to do them, just use an old sock that you don't care if you get paint on it. It is definitely easier to, and it's when you wax, you can do the same thing. You just have to make sure that the socks you lose are lint-free, because you don't want the lint to get into your wax. But it's another one of those fun little tricks that just makes it easier. I just got a bunch of paint in, so I will be going to town on some furniture. I had run out, and it was delivered the beginning of the week, so I am excited to get at it with these new paints. Furniture was my first thing I did. Back in 2011, I started painting furniture. The place where I was working was sold, and they moved like Southern Virginia. Even if I had wanted to go, they weren't taking people with them. It was already an established business. And, you know, they had their people in place. So I just really kind of threw myself into painting and, you know, did the furniture, and I started doing trays, and I didn't know about decoupage. I was buying different cloth pieces off of Amazon, cutting them up, putting them in the trays, and, you know, putting it on the furniture. Then I started painting rooms in the house. Don't laugh too hard. The day my husband came home and saw that I had painted under the siding where the stone foundation is, you know, they put like the plaster finish on it. Well, I painted that a different color. He just kind of laughed, and he said, I think it's time for you to come back to work. So I did. I went back to work for a couple of years, but I've been painting furniture since, that was 2009. The first time I ever posted a piece on Facebook was 2011, because that actually came up the other day. So, and now I read a thing the other day. The younger generation is starting to show an interest in antique furniture. And they haven't, I mean, for years that has not been something, yeah, that the younger generation was interested in, but I guess the tide is turning. They are starting to show an interest in having antique furniture. Not a lot. It says that what they're learning is to have one good piece to, you know, put in a room to help make a statement in the room. Now, here's the only thing, and for us crafters, yeah, those of us that do furniture, they don't want painted furniture. They want, you know, the antique wood furniture. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out. But they also said painted cabinets are taking off. So I guess that's, I thought it was a trend, guys. I mean, haven't we all been painting like our kitchen cabinets and bathroom cabinets for a couple years now? It's not new. But the thing I was reading this morning said that even the cabinet makers, I guess, are trying to catch up with painting the cabinets before we actually buy them and install them. So I guess that means it's getting bigger or more popular. I've already painted mine like 3 times, and I'm getting ready to do it again. Every time I change decor or colors, I redo my cabinets. All right, this green is just about done. If I have to do a second coat, I'll do that later. I'm not going to make everybody sit and watch a second coat. So, but I was on MSN. I read that this morning. The funny part, the name of the article was 11 Vintage Things Coming Back on Trend. Painting your cabinets isn't vintage. And I think that was like number 2 on the list. So I thought that was kind of funny because it's not a vintage thing. It's still a fairly new trend. Okay. I think I got all that covered up. This green, when it dries, if you ever buy it, I mean, it looks light, but once I put the stuff on, the color will come back out. It is a, what do they call it? It's Debbie's Design Diary DIY paint. And it is like a mud paint. It is great if you want to learn to blend things. And I love blending on the furniture, and this paint is my go-to for that. Okay. So I think I'm done with that for now. These, of course, have all dried. I'm going to use this gold. It is Art Alchemy Metallic Gold. I'm going to do that on the edges. That's the color I'm going to use on the edges. I'll do that afterwards because I will be sanding these pieces down. I don't want to sand the gold off. I'm going to use Mod Podge. It's a beautiful paint color. I got 2 of this. It's called Aviary. And I'm not a retailer. I don't have a link or anything. I got that. Guys, look at these. Oh, I can't wait to try. It's called, comes from the same place. Painterly. Look at that color. These are my first 2 of this paint. And I'm excited. I wish I could have used this on here. It was too green and the pink was too much. And they just came out with a whole, like, cottage colors. What did I order? I think I got about 12 jars I ordered. Because I got the ones I always use that were just kind of running low. And then I decided I wanted to try these cottage colors that they have. So I am excited to try those. I cut these apart because I needed to make sure that I could fit them all on. I needed 2 sheets because these are all different sizes. I had considered using the coaster because Reba just came out with a bunch of the coaster ones. But this piece is just too big for any of the coaster pieces. So that didn't work, so I had to just, print 2 of these, and it's enough to do it. So I'm going to get my Mod Podge. I always use the Mod Podge. I am a Plaid ambassador, but even before that, I used the Mod Podge. I know there's a variety out there. You know what? It works well. It's not expensive. And I just don't feel like I need to try the next clear glue that comes down the pike, All right, I want to figure out, I think I want to have this sideways. So I am going to put my flowers on right here. I think what I want to do is maybe a candle back here, something small here, maybe something small there. So I'm going to have all of my flowers face this way. I am definitely a shabby chic girl, so, but there's the first, see how pretty that is? It's such pretty paper. I love this paper. Okay, now I figured it out that I can get the flowers up here. Now I have two choices here. I can take this and not have the flowers, or I can put the flowers on there. So I have to just decide how I want to do that. Let's get the Mod Podge on here. And you could put bling around these. I did a set of these years ago. And I wrapped bling all the way around. I think I had used furniture transfers on those. And, you know, wrap the bling around it. But you can make these for any room in your house. It'd even be great in a bathroom, you know? Whoops. Now, I do want to cut this piece so it doesn't interfere with laying that other piece on. And then I can sand them all off. You know what? I think I'm going to go with the top. I've got the flowers here and here. So I think I'm going to do some of the other design on this small one. Just to kind of break it up a little bit, you know? Okay. Yeah, I like that. There's a little flower on here, but not a whole lot. Just to kind of break the pattern up a little bit, you know. All right, let me grab this. Are you a crafter, Alexandria? I don't remember seeing you on here. I'm assuming you're a crafter, or are you a furniture painter? I'm glad you popped in to join us. Kathy is a crafter. We both, we found our guts and decided that we're going to do an auction tomorrow for the first time. So we're both excited. We're both scared. Nervous. I'm not nervous about going live. I do it twice a week. Kathy has not been live. So this will be her first live. I'm nervous about, are people going to like my stuff, and are they going to want to buy it? That kind of thing, you know? That's what I'm nervous about, because I have never done an auction. I have a couple booths, but it's not the same as going live and wanting to sell. Well, that paper is coming off really nice. The trick is to have a sanding block, this is a 60, that's the grit, that you don't use on anything else but this. I have other blocks, but they have color on them, and, all kinds of stuff from sanding on furniture. So I keep one just for this, and it stays nice and sharp. And a nail file works good too. If you're in a crunch, grab a nail file. You can use a nail file and do this. We're not blind. We're just nervous. We're going to be fine. I had originally, this is an older one of Reba's, I had wanted to do these on here for more like a living room type use. None of them were big enough for this section here. Okay, they're all sanded off. So I'm going to get a coat of Mod Podge on here and get it dry. Then I'm going to put the gold around the edging. One of the reasons I like this gold that I'm using is it dries very fast. And I like that. I used it the other week. I poured some molds and made some plaster pieces to use. And I did one coat with this gold and it worked great. It covered beautifully. One coat. Usually, like with the liquid gold, I need to do 2 coats to get that gold covered, you know. Oh, you know what? I put them up here. But that's 1 coat of gold. That's pretty good. I'm really digging this paint, or this gold. It works well. And it's thicker, so I don't get drips. And I like that because sometimes I put the brush in and, you know, get more than I actually need. And it works really well. All right, let me dry this first coat. Oh, we got a bubble. I thought it was good. All right, I'm gonna put one more coat on. I got a bubble up here. I thought I got them all. Let's see if I can push it down yet. Yep. The squeegee thing is great. This is made by Plaid, but lots of people have brayers. And they are nice for getting your paper down, the extra glue down if you put too much glue underneath. But sometimes I miss. All right, I'm going to just do one more quick coat. And then I'm going to start with the gold. I want to see what this glitter stuff is. I bought it because I was going to use it on a wall in my bathroom. My, over my sink, you know, like where my mirror is, my wall is gray and it's glittered. I painted the gray. I stood there and poured really fine glitter and proceeded, you know, to throw the glitter on the wall. And then I had, you know, bought that because I thought, well, that might be an easier way to do it. I didn't think what I was doing was working, but it had actually worked. So I never opened it. I came across it the other day and I thought, all right, we're going to have to try this and see what it does. All right, let me pop this up so you guys can see what's going on. I like that this one doesn't have the flowers. These two do, But, you know, I like the way that came out. All right, let me close this. And then we're going to put the gold on. I want to go around the edges with it. I need a good but small. That's too big. That one looks like it might work. So let's give that one a shot. I don't want too big. But see, it's thick. And that's one of the nice things I like about it, is that it's thick. I'm not sure this brush is going to work. It might be too soft. We'll see. I want to get on in line and look. I'm wondering if they have like silver, maybe a copper color. That might be fun to work with. So I gotta get on and look. I've had this for years. I guess pushed to the back of the shelf and you forget about stuff, you know? But this seems to be working pretty good. I thought maybe I'd have to get another brush, but I think I'm okay. I think it was just a matter of, getting enough on there. Because the wood will absorb some of it, you know? That's normal. You could also use the, never know if I say this right, the wasabi tapes. I mean, that's something else you could put around these edges if you didn't want to do bling on it. There are all kinds of colors and designs in that. I think something like that would fit right around this too. I wanted a little gold because I did some glass jars the other week, and I used the gold on them, and I put them in my kitchen with Reba's, the medallion papers. So I wanted this to go with those because it's going to be in the same area on the counter. Whoops, went the wrong way. Oh, well, thank you, Kathy. I think it's definitely going to be, one of those quick, easy projects. I'm just enjoying, making this stuff for my kitchen. It's nice to pick out your colors and what you want, and use those colors. So I'm enjoying that. Next, I'm going to do my bathroom. Or not my bathroom, my bedroom. I already made some pictures for it. But there's some other decor I want to do for it. There's the gold. Oops, I got some on the green. But I'm slowly, making different things for different rooms as I'm doing these lives. I'm on Mod Podge Garage every Tuesday, and we did a piece the last 2 weeks. I finished it this Tuesday. An old drawer, I used Reba's medallion paper on that as well. And I put legs on it. It's for storage. And I put it out in my sunroom and put my magazines in it and a couple books, like painting technique books and that kind of stuff. That if I'm sitting out there, I can just pull one out of there and sit and read for a little while or look at the pictures, you know. So, but everything I used on it, I used, yeah, with intent for what room it was going to go in, which just made it a little easier in picking stuff. My sunroom's dark, actually. It's not dark like sun-wise. Dark as in my chair has black fur, my ottoman has black fur. Most of the pieces are coppers and golds, and most of the decor is fairy. It's kind of like a little fairyland. So I knew, yeah, those medallions would fit right in. Okay, got one more circle to do. Then I think I'm going to dry it a little bit and then see what that stuff does. I don't think I want to put it on the flowers. I don't want to ruin the flowers. But a little glitter on the gold might not be bad. We'll see. And if I don't use it today, I'll use it on something else. I'm interested in trying it out. I want to see what it does. Gotta keep flipping them around. Okay. I think that's the last part for the gold. It's got a nice shine, doesn't it? For one coat. That's a nice shine. When I use the other liquid gold leaf, it usually takes me 2 coats to get this shine. Okay. Now, I think I want to dry it a little bit. Let's see what this stuff does. It says iridescent. It looks like it's thick. But I want to make sure this is dry enough because I don't want it to pull the gold off. What I'm going to do is try it on the bottom piece and see how it looks. You know what I forgot to grab? Hold on 1 second. I forgot to grab my wax. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Because I'll need the wax for the green. Okay. There we go. I got it. All right. Let's see what it does. I bought some sweet tea yesterday. It's good. I need something at least thick enough. Shake it up. This is actually by Testers. You know, when you get those little jars of paint to do the model cars. That's who, this is from. Oh my. All right, look at that. That is a lot of glitter. Wow. And can you guys see that? Is it coming through? Look at that. So I'm going to try it on the bottom green piece with the gold. I want to make sure it is clear. It is. It's clear. It's nice and thick. And it has a lot of glitter. Wow. I might be using this more. Give me 1 second and I'll show you. I just get around this piece so I don't forget where I'm at. I think you could put this over paper. It really is going on clear. All right, let me hold this up there and see if you guys, can you see the glitter? I'm trying to get the light to hit it. Yeah, can you see it? It works. That's just one coat. So I could, right here's no glitter, and then right here's the glitter. Can you see the difference? I know it's hard. It's so hard with the camera to see the difference. But you could put this over paper. It is going on clear. I was a little nervous because it's so thick, it doesn't look clear in the jar, But you can definitely use this over paper if you wanted to highlight a spot or add just a little glitter to a spot. Sometimes I do that with flowers on pieces. I'll just add, and I've used even clear glitter nail polish to do it. Just to make a couple of the flowers on a piece stand out, Okay. It's definitely got glitter. Can you see it? I mean, is it coming through on there at all? Man. I'm thinking maybe I should have used this in the bathroom after all. Although my wall does glitter pretty good. I love it when people come down after using my bathroom and say, "You have a glitter wall." It's like, yep. Just something fun and different, All right, let me get this guy, and then they will all have it on there. And I think I'm going to try it just on 1 or 2 flowers, like on the petals. We'll see if it makes a difference on the paper. We're not going to know unless we try it, right? All right, those are all the sides. I think what I'm going to do, like here's a flower up here. I'm just going to do a little bit like right on the petals. And then we'll see if you guys can see the difference. Just to kind of highlight a petal or two is my thought. What I really like is I don't have to pour anything on it. All right, there's the flower. Can you see it? I can't tell from my end. I'm trying to kind of go up and down. Can you see that I added a little glitter to that flower? Yeah, you can see it? It showed up? Awesome. And I'm just going to do one or two right here. Because it's going to dry flat. I don't have to worry about putting anything on it. I don't have to worry about knocking diamond dust or anything off of it. Because it's going to dry flat to the flower, to the paper. So you could, this would be great if you're doing paper like that for wintertime with snow. To make your snow glitter. That would be pretty cool. I mean, it's thick, but I don't think it's going to stay. I don't think you're going to get texture out of it. You're just going to get the glitter out of it. You know? But the fact that I can do a little here and there and still put stuff on it, that's what I like. I don't think I'm going to put, there's only two little flowers there. I'm going to leave them alone. I'm going to do two flowers over here. And that's all I'm going to do with the flowers. Just highlight these couple. All right, let me hold this up there again for you and see what you think. Let me dry it so we can see how it looks when it's dry. I think you could use this on a lot of things. I really do. There's definitely possibilities for this. And I think you could use it over your Mod Podge. I don't know if you could use it in place of the Mod Podge, you know, when you go over the top. But you can definitely put it over the Mod Podge. Let me see if that's, yeah, that's dry. All right. Let me hold it up here. So I'm trying to look in my picture. This one has it. This one has it. And I did these two over here. And over here, these two have it. And I did the two little ones over there. And of course you can see it on the sides as just like your blue glitter on there. That's all it is. It did not affect the color at all. I'm sure you could do two coats if you wanted. Yeah, if you wanted to kind of maximize some of the glitter somewhere, you could do two coats all the way around. Yeah, it's still just as clear. So, now I am going to put another green on, so that there's two coats, but I just kind of wanted to show you. Let me just pick a spot here. What it's going to, the green once the wax is on it. See how dark it gets? it'll match what it looks like in the bottle. So once I put the second coat on and put the wax on, or if you used a sealer, but that's the green that would be your finished product. So I wanted you to be able to see what it would look like, because here it just looks so light. Okay. Wow, that's fun. I'm going to be finding things to play with. I get this at Michael's, and I would bet they have it on Amazon. And I'm going to have to share it with my daughter, because she's been making earrings out of that polymer clay. She gives me all the earrings for free. So every once in a while I get on Amazon and I send her something new to play with the earrings. She should get today a bunch of tiny little stencils that you can put, designs on the earrings. So it's my way of, well, you're not going to take money from me, but you can't give this back because I have no use for it. It's only for, what you're doing. But she could use this on the earrings easily. It would give them shine. It would give them a little sparkle. Okay, well, guys, that's basically it. This is done, other than the second coat of green. If you have any questions, if you like it, I would love for you to throw some of those hearts. Facebook does like to see those. It helps me, with Facebook when they see those. And I am going to get another coat of green on here in the meantime, so I can finish this up. And then once I get it dry, I will stage it and put a picture up. I hate these cardboard pieces that they put in here. It fell in. It's got paint all over it. So, but that's kind of it today. This was a quick one, huh? So let me just scoop this in, and then I'm going to hop off of here and just get this last coat of green on so I can get it waxed and finished up. Okay, I'm going to set that over here. So, thanks for joining in, guys, and hanging out. I'll be back here next Friday. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Sometimes I don't know the day before. But I'll post what I know, so keep your eye out. And hopefully I'll see you next Friday. Have a great weekend. If you are on tomorrow at 4, we will be on my Junk Wench page. Kathy and I together, we're each doing 15 pieces that we're auctioning off, so come and join us. And I will talk to you later. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.